So next one, UAE expat wrote to me. He said, Loy, I have been looking for a massage center in Abu Dhabi on Google, and this is the first 5-star center that came up. And the person said, this is what I got: massagecenterae.business.site. Another one is massagerpublic.com. So this is what the person got when they decided to Google search Abu Dhabi massage centers. Well, you can just Google search and see it for yourself. What do you get? You'll be surprised. So these are the kind of massage parlors. Next one. Now coming down to the scams which are there in UAE, and these are, out of the many emails that I received, these are the top ones which I thought you should listen to with regards to scams in UAE. Okay, so this is from a person who was based in, I'll just read out the mail. So you can get it. Okay. So this gentleman, I do not know if the gentleman wishes to be named, so I'm keeping it, just going with common sense and keeping it anonymous. He's saying, hello sir, I'm X from Indonesia. I got scammed by this company in Ajman Free Zone. Okay. First of all, we have a deal with them to send 4 containers of charcoal on PO, that is purchase order. He said he would provide me with a visa, accommodation, all expenses, and he would do the payment after the delivery order was released. I prepared the goods and everything until I sent it to him. The name of the company is HMZ Global Worldwide, FZ. He has put the website hmzglobal.com, and his name is whatever, I'm not going to take his name, is the CEO. Okay. After the documents were done, nearly ETA, they provided a air ticket, tourist visa, and I had to go to UAE. Okay. Nearby ETA. What is ETA? Okay. On 6th August 2019, they picking me in the airport. Okay. They picked him up from the airport, bring me to the hotel and paid the hotel for 4 days. Okay. He brings me to the office. Then he's doing input the documents online. Okay. He's transferring documents and takes the documents. He takes all the documents. Then he drops me to the hotel and he told me, the grammar, just ignore it. Okay. My mom is coming for Eid al-Adha here. I need to meet her after this. Okay. On the next day, it was very difficult to contact him. I waited too much day after day, but his contact is still active now. After 6 days, I contacted my consulate and asked them to help me. Surprisingly, I'm the sixth of the company's victims. I already visited Ajman Free Zone, Ajman Chamber of Commerce, Ajman Police Station, Ajman CID, and they all told me to go to court. Well, this is what happens in UAE. There is no protection for business people. You can go to any Ajman Police, Ajman CID, they are not bothered. It's just considered like a fraud case, and they'll just go to court and it'll go on for years and years and nothing can be done. Then what he says is, I don't have any money more for doing court. It's quite expensive for taking a lawyer, anything in the UAE. They made another 2 more companies now, a bigger office in Ajman, which is called Ajman Saya International FZE. So he gives the website sayafze.com with the name whatever as a CEO, and Soha Arif Foodstuff Trading FZE, that's safoodstuff.e, with the name whatever as a CEO, and they both are, it seems, they're related to each other. They're doing fraud in Ajman since 2018. Okay. I'm back in Indonesia from UAE on 31st August 2019. I don't know what do I need to do. I'm in my country, a broke man. Can you advise me? I have records of it with all the documents of 60 MB of their chat, awaiting your feedback. See, here's my thing. UAE laws have plenty of loopholes. The people who are there are cheating everyone left, right, and center. Now, if you're watching this video, I would just tell you, I'm just reading out the message that was given to me. I'm not saying that the company is a fraud. I'm not saying the company is good. But all I'm saying is, if you're dealing with this company, please be cautious. Make sure that you don't burn your fingers. And if anyone has any evidence, take it together, go on the legal channel and, create awareness. Left, right, and center, put it on social media. Left, right, and center, go to, powerful locals or whoever and make sure that you get your money back. Because if you make a police case, I don't know whether they can do anything. You can make a court case, you can drag it on. But then again, if he remains in the country and he is using loopholes, There's nothing you can do. This is the sad fact about doing business in the UAE. So UAE, unless it sorts this out, nothing is going to happen. These people who are fraudsters will continue making money and continue enjoying themselves. The next one is this gentleman. He has stated from a very powerful brand, which I was very surprised. He says, "Sir, nice to hear your WhatsApp video. Hats off to you. Nice to hear your WhatsApp video. It's a YouTube video, not WhatsApp. Okay. Hats off to your work. Fatima Supermarket is cheating me in a different way. I have proof with me. He is trying to cheat the Indian exporter and other exporters with his brother. He has given his brother's name. I want justice to this. What we can do, brother?" He's asking, what can we do? Tell me an idea. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is whatever from India. I'm an exporter. Well, there's nothing you can do. I mean, legally, you can't do anything. Illegally, if you want to do, it's up to you. But like I always tell people, this is the problem of doing business in the Middle East. You have these unscrupulous guys who know the loopholes in the country, and they're just using it. So once you get cheated, there's nothing you can do. Unless, of course, you scare them with someone very powerful. Then again, that's a route which we see in movies. I don't know if you want to take that route. I would never get into all that. It's sad. It's sad, but this is what it is. Then the next guy, this one, he sends another scam. Now, this one was sent to me by someone really credible. The person's very, very credible, okay? I can't give his name. He's very well known in the media circles. So this is what he says. Loy, I hope you have managed to research my story. Now, the story he is talking about, the links. One is he has given a facebook.com NDTV. This is from India. It's a rice scam. Second one is given the Gulf News article, which is a 15 million dirham rice scam, which is now being currently investigated by the UAE government because millions of dirhams worth of rice, containers, hundreds of containers just vanished. Okay, I put up a video about it where, I told you the rice comes in, they issue a payment, check, and they say the check can be encashed, but they make sure that the check, the duration, they calculate, like the rice comes in, the duration of the check, where it allows them to accept the rice, take in the rice, distribute it, sell it off, and then they close shop and run away. So there's no evidence. So by the time you take the check to the bank and encash and find there's no money in the bank, it's way too late. Okay, then he also gives digiworld.com, another website, and he also gives a YouTube link. Okay, this is I'll put the screenshot. So he gives all this. Okay, so these are the references that he said. And he also given google.com AMP, that is DubaiInformer.com. Okay, so he says, please check these references. And what he says in the email is, these conmen have opened up a new company to take over struggling firms. Okay, so what they do is, any company that's struggling to pay its bills, or they want to shut down the company, they buy these companies. So these companies are companies that have a trade license with many years of operation. So after they take these trade license, these companies approach UAE and overseas firms with business inquiries, telling we have been in the market for many years. Here's the trade license to prove that we have been in the industry or UAE for 10 years or 15 years. We're not a new company. So what the other party doesn't know is, this guy who opened up the company 10, 15 years ago has sold the company to this con man. So with this company, with this website, fancy website, they upgraded with they have new salespeople and very enthusiastic. So people come there and see, oh, what a nice office. They even open offices in expensive towers, and people get, wow, look at the setup, look at everything. Okay, they don't know this is all a dummy setup. So passport, visas, Emirates ID of the company, partners, sponsors, everything is produced with fudged audited reports, which is very easy to get. You can also Google search Gulf News fake auditing companies. Okay. So days later, so people believe, then they decide, okay, wow, I'm very impressed. Then they bring in these decision makers, take them for a holiday, give them the best of what UAE has to offer, and they get very impressed. Wow, this is a great operation. You have such a great office, such a great setup. You have been in the country so many years. We believe you. So then they start building the trust. They order small things and they pay payment on time. They order again, pay on time. they increase the order, pay on time, increase much more, pay on time. So now they're building the trust. So obviously they're ordering, paying. So I first order 10, pay the money. 100, pay the money. 500, pay the money. 1,000, pay the money. And I keep increasing to a point where it reaches like 100,000. Big, huge, massive $1 million deal. There I say, I'll pay you. Just give me a few days. I'll pay you PDC or I'll pay you after some time. So the person obviously has made so much of money. Says, okay, you have done from past 6 months, 1 year, we trust you. So days later, the bulk order is placed against a post-dated check. The person believes it, gives the goods. And then before the check is presented, however, the goods are sold from the warehouse at dirt cheap price. The person has made money covered up for all the purchases that the person made, including the extras. Here is where they make their millions. They shut down the shop, they disappear. The poor guy, the person who sold everything, takes a check to the bank and only realizes that these people have shut down the shop and run away. So over here, he has given me the names of the front man, the con man with the pictures. However, due to legal reasons, I'm just covering their face. So he says, I have their passport, I have everything else about them. So obviously I can't share those details. So I informed him this. And then he sent me this last email, which he says, Loy, this is what, since you can't show their face, at least you can say this. So this is what he has said. And I'm sharing this as a public service announcement to you so that you don't get cheated if you're a businessman. Please share this with other people so they don't get cheated. And like I told you don't have to believe me. Just use this as a public service announcement. Use it with caution. So if you bump into this company and you know that, oh, Loy, I know this company. You don't have to buy or believe a word I say. Just you will deal with them on cash basis. Okay, that's all I'm telling you. Okay, so what does he say? In Qatar, the Qatar-based Pakistani national conman is behind the rice scam, belongs to a very small town in Jalalpur, Pirwala of Multan district in central Punjab of Pakistan. Okay, so that's where he comes from. I don't know anything. He's a front man of ex-Pakistani Prime Minister Syed Yusuf Raza Gilani and has been involved in a dirty game of making money for Prime Minister Gilani. I don't know who's Prime Minister Gilani. Okay, never heard of him. Okay. Later on, he was expelled on corruption charges on the pressure from Pakistani Army Chief in 2009. He has given me a link, lubpark.net archives. Okay, this is what he is about. Next one. Since he has already played a multi-million shipping recruitment scam under the camouflage of fabricated Pakistani ID with notorious company called Al Najat Shipping Recruitment from UAE, he has managed Indian rice scam once again from the soil of UAE. Okay, next point. The reference of the ill-famed Al Najat Marine Recruitment of 300,000 unskilled seafarers fake cruise jobs can be found at news.bbc.co.1. Okay, he has given the link. So this is another link from BBC World. He has put multiple links. One is itfseafarers.org, allafrica.com. Then another Google link he has shared with me here, tridtrb.org, then Los Angeles Times. Okay, so he has given many links, even human rights at sea. Okay, so he has shared with a lot of references. In this rice scam, next point, in this rice scam, he shows how to trap Indian and UAE authorities by appointing his front man and Indian agents. Okay, next point is he invested to them in show-off of multi-million businesses, but actually they were being controlled by him on the phone because the cash was not going into these agents' hands. Okay, he invested them to show off. Okay, I don't understand that point. Okay, next point he says is all cash generated by selling 250 containers is at dirt cheap prices to local as well as African countries by steam, and the cash was sent indirectly to his Qatar-based company where he resides permanently. So it seems that he resides in Qatar. His brother and son are from Pakistan, managed to travel to UAE to arrange a huge sum of $4.5 million transaction through the black market. Okay, next point is an unnamed journalist from the UK will hand over all these proof of this fraudster to any concerning authority. So what he's trying to tell me is there is a journalist from the UK who has all this evidence and can hand it over. So, okay. So some of the other things he's saying, a Doha, Qatar-based master conman is busy in Bangladesh and Central Asia right now. His scam is gradually evolving. It'll never be the same. Right now, he succeeded in the rice scam. His victims are from Pakistan, have already recovered their losses through a Pakistani agency, NAB, because he dealt directly with them but employed ex-military officials to trap traders. He has always used the names of big personalities for the scam, like the Moroccan king, prime minister, to give them 120,000 jobs on shipping. Okay. So he says, please mention these above points, 4 points, as a critical part. Okay. So this is what he has shared with me in terms of the rice scammer with all this. So like I said, if you have any evidence, I think the best solution is put it online, share the blogs with other people and forward it, because we need to stop these scams which are taking place, because it destroys people's lives, it destroys honest people, and in the end, it'll affect the country and the economy in the long run, at least.